Hey internet, so I thought I'd put up a video about the stuff that I've been playing around with in Max for Live. One of the biggest exciting things for me with Max for Live was the ability to put video into Live. So I've put together this little patch which lets you grab a folder of videos and drop them in, and then it assigns those videos to Midi notes. So it's just sort of an easy way to synchronize video from inside Live. And the other exciting thing that has popped up with Max for Live is the ability to use like probability things and random things to get Live to play itself. There's a little bit of that in Live before, but with Max for Live there's just a whole lot more. A lot of these patches I found here at maxforlive.com. There's a good library of things, so if you've been using a lot of other people's patches. And so this is some of the stuff that I've been playing with. Here, let's just turn all of this off. Here I've got set up a loop shifter, which is a synth that, or an instrument that comes with Max for Live. And I've got that hooked up to a polybeat, which is a probability-based sequencer, which I think also comes with Max for Live. And I've got that MIDI running into a synthesizer, so you get sort of a bass note going with it, and that just plays happily by itself. Another thing that I've hooked up here is a Rhodes, and it's hooked up to a random note generator that then goes into an analog shift register, and that sort of collects 4 notes and then outputs them all at the same time. So it collects a bunch of notes and then sort of turns it into a chord, and then I send that into a scale so that it assigns all those notes to a scale, and then goes into a MIDI tax, which just sort of strips it back a bit, takes out a couple of notes. So if I turn the MIDI tax off, you hear it just go along happily. And if I take the scale off, you hear the individual notes coming through. Ooh, maybe. Oh wait, no, you just hear the chord with the out of tune notes. And then if I turn the analog shift register off, you hear all the random notes coming in. So you can set them back to a scale, make them a little prettier, and then get it playing chords instead of notes. And then just get it to play every now and then. The other thing that I've got running here is just a 1-bar drum loop. I'll just turn this off for the moment. There's my drum loop. And so this little drum loop goes into this Midi Shuffler, which is a little bit like a beat repeat, and that just sort of randomizes the beat a little bit, but in a controlled way. So the snares always stay on 2 and 4, and it just fiddles around with all the other stuff, which is cool. And that goes into another MIDI tax, which just strips it back a teeny bit. And yeah, it just plays itself, which is cool. And then I've taken, well, then you can take the MIDI out of this loop shift, or this, which is going into the bass as well, and put that into the MIDI video player. And then the video clip that plays is dependent on this loop shifter, and so the video will always be in sync with what this guitar and bass are playing, and then it'll just play along by itself. And you got some settings you can play with. Yeah, so that's what I've been playing with. If you want any of these probability patches, like say this one, this random one, and this analog shift register, and this MIDI tax. I got all of them from maxforlive.com. And as always, you can check out zealousy.com, where I just post things that I've been working on. If you're interested in my little video MIDI playing device, just send me a message and I'll send it to you. And then maybe you can send back to me whatever you do with it. Cool, yeah, thanks for watching.